Right, this is 144 Pearse Street, and at the Easter Rising in 1916, this was the headquarters of the 3rd Battalion B Company. It was actually called St Andrew's Catholic Hall at the time. On Easter Monday, well on Easter Sunday, this is where the volunteers from the area congregated, only to be sent home following the countermanding order by Owen McNeill. They came back here again on Easter Monday. In this area there would have been about 400 involved in the battalion. On Easter Monday there was only 112 showed up. Eamon de Valera was commandant of the 3rd Battalion, and he actually spent the week before the Easter Rising, he stayed in 144 for the whole week, and there was various meetings took place every night while the preparations for the Rising were taking place. The guns and ammunition that were used in this area were brought to the building here, and they were stored here before the Easter Rising. So on Easter Monday, as I say, you would have had the volunteers would have arrived here. The house would have been packed as people received their orders, what locations they were being sent to, what was happening. The building continued to be used by the Republican movement up into the 20s. And there was an interesting event took place here in 1921 on the 14th of March, and it was called the Battle of Pearse Street. On that day, it was the day that there was executions had taken place in Mountjoy, including Kevin Barry, at which there was 40,000 people that protested outside Mountjoy. On that evening, the volunteers from this area, there was approximately 27 or about 30 of them, intended to ambush the British. The British armoured cars came down Pearse Street. They were ambushed as they came down, and within the space of about 5 minutes there were 7 people dead on the street here. The battle continued with various people arrested and wounded. There was a guy caught around the corner here, and he was in possession of a handgun. A guy called Thomas Traynor, who was from Carlow. Thomas had been involved, had come out in 1916 and fought in this area. He was 40 years of age and he had 10 children. He was eventually tried and he was executed in Mountjoy. It wasn't until 2001 that his body was exhumed along with Kevin Barry from Mountjoy prison and reinterred in Glasnevin. Currently 144 is actually part of the Gilbert Library. And the Gilbert Library here next door is where the Dublin City Archives are kept. So thankfully the building, as I say, obviously the facade of it was kept, but at least it was kept, unlike many of the sites around Dublin who've been left, or sites that have been left to rack and ruin. You can see the plaque above here, and that plaque commemorates members of the B Company 3rd Battalion who were killed between 1916 and 1921. Right, so that's 144 Pearse Street.